Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. I'm Drew here with TrebleChin Entertainment. We got new stuff that's not. Whoa! Hello, Light. We got new stuff that's not even out yet. Guns for Hire X-Wing expansion. Yay! So we got this at Gen Con, and I thought about recording it while we were at Gen Con, but usually most nights we passed out or played Armada until like 5 a.m. So yeah. Yeah, man, yeah. So I'm going to get this open, maybe. There we go. We're going to see what new fun things lie before us. So, as you guys may or may not know, I'm not much of a Scum player, but these guys may change that a little bit. Let's go ahead and look deep into their eyes. So first off here we have the new Starfighter. I kind of really love this paint job more than the Black Sun Syndicate one. Or not Syndicate, but, well, yes it is. But I kind of love this red and black a lot more. So we'll put him there. Oh, look at that! Let it rip! Not exactly sure what Davey did. All I could hear was just this audible ugh. Oh, I thought you went ugh. And then here is our new Kiraz fighter. He's got the Black Sun paint job. I think it looks a little bit better than the old one. The old one kind of had that like scum green and orange red thing. I don't know. I kind of like the mostly gray with a little bit of white. I think it looks better on the Kiraz than it does the Starfighter. Maybe there we go. Yeah, I think it looks a little bit better on this thing than the old Starfighter. So we'll put them in that little tray and move this garbage. Now we get to the fun stuff. Because while, I mean, yes, new ship models are always delicious, especially for me, because that's one of the main reasons why I decided to get more into X-Wing, because I love the ships. So we have our component list. Oh, here's our dials for them. Maybe. There we go. So the Kiraz looks, it can turn on a dime, which is pretty nice. Doesn't have a 1 forward though, but it has a 5 turnaround and a 4 turnaround. I like the options of it. Okay. I mean, I do have one of these, but I haven't really used one of these. Now we have the Star Viper, which was the first ship with the S loop. Hello, Simon. And it's the only type of turnaround it has, but it's got a pretty variable dial, which is pretty great. It's basically the same as the Kiraz, just the turnarounds are different, and the Star Viper has a 1 forward, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, it's going over the Talon roll. Oh yeah, the Talon rolls. We'll get to those. Alright. So here's our ship bases. May as well put them on here. Bloop. What can I say except you're welcome? Yeah. There's that one. Then we got a couple extra pegs. So because the Starfighter, the Star Viper, my bad, not Starfighter. The Kiraz is the Starfighter. The Star Viper I'm most excited about. We'll put him on all the pegs. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Alright, so surgery now. There we go. Haha. Ah! Throw that away. And that. And these. These will need a minute. So, first we'll look at our cardboard. Oh. Alright, so we got, looks like some ion tokens, quite a bit of them. There, yeah, 4 ion tokens. Then we also have our condition cards here, or condition tokens for, I think just, well, we got harpoon missiles. We'll get to those. Those were spoiled like at Gen Con, I think, or just before Gen Con. There's the dials again, and then we have proof of purchase, Boo 3, so Victor Hell, Captain Josero, Threek, and Dalan Oberus. Yeah, and then we have Black Sun Ace. Okay. Black Sun Assassin is on both of them. That's interesting. There's only three cards, I guess. Oh no! Well, let me just knock out all the chits, huh? Right off the bat. So, let us move on to the fun stuff. So we'll start with the pilots. And oh sweet, cool. So let's start off with, put these in a, boo. There, that there, and then there. Alright. So we'll first take a look at the Black Sun Assassin. Alright, so he's pilot skill 5, so this is the generic of this expansion. 3 attack, 3 agility, 4 hull, and 1 shields, with a torpedo and EBT. The EBT's nice. Focus, target lock, barrel roll, and boost. So they're super maneuverable. What does it say for our flavor text? Although assassins can be handled with a shot in the dark or dire substance, dire substance added to a drink, a flaming shuttle tumbling from the sky sends a very different message. Only 28 points. That'll be important here in a bit. We got 2 of those, which is pretty cool. Alright. Now normally I would do a my mind went blank for a minute here. Normally I would do the lower one first, but he's the longest, so we'll start out with Dalan Oberus. So whoop. So we'll get more in depth with stuff here in a bit when we're talking about the upgrade cards. There we go. Alright, so he's got the same stat line. He's only 30 points, and here's why he's, well, actually he's real cheap for 30. So if you are not stressed, when you reveal a turn, bank, or Signor's loop maneuver, instead you may treat it as a red Talon roll maneuver of the same direction, left or right, using the template of the original related maneuver. So basically, like, if we were going to do a hard turn, and instead of being here, it'd be like a normal Talon roll, to where he could turn around with it. But with this pilot, you could do like a bank, so you like end up here, and you can turn that into a Talon roll. So it gives you all these different turning maneuver things. Right, so many possibilities. I already love this card because I think he'd be a lot of fun to fly, and we'll get to more reasons why here in a moment. But first, let's talk about Thweek. Now, Thweek has a bit of a different kit. During setup, before place forces step, you may choose one enemy ship and assign the shadowed or mimicked condition card to him. He's only 28 points as well. Now, what that means, because we're going to need these condition cards here for a moment. So, Shadowed. Shadowed Thweek is treated, so you give this to another player, well, to another ship. And Thweek is treated as having the pilot skill you had after setup. So, like, if you have somebody with, like, adaptability, Thweek would get the adaptability bonus as well. The pilot skill value of Thweek does not change if your pilot skill value changes or if you are destroyed. So if I think it's injured pilot to where your pilot skill becomes 0, Thweek is not affected by it. He gets it the one time and it stays the one time until he dies. Which that one's pretty cool and could be real useful. However, mimicked is a thing. Thweek is treated as having your pilot ability. Thweek cannot apply a condition card by using your pilot ability. Thweek does not lose your pilot ability if you are destroyed. So Thweek could basically have any pilot ability. So like he could be a Scum Biggs if he wanted to, and he's the same points. Well, he will be. Or if someone else has a Delon, he could have Delon's ability, so he could turn all the time. Is it an enemy? It is one enemy ship, so you can't double up. That makes sense, but it makes me sad too. So yeah, by the way, I also got 2 of these Gun for Hire expansions because they gave me one in the X-Wing tournament too, so I could buy another one. So I did, because I love these things. Oh yeah, then we also have the Cuirass fighter. I think this is the basic Cuirass fighter. That's in the regular expansion, the Cartel Marauder. They've got 3 attack, 2 agility, 4 hull, and 1 shield, with a missile and an illicit. Only 20 points for basic dude. He's got focus and target lock only. The versatile Cuirass was modeled after Incom's popular X-Wing Starfighter, but an array of aftermarket modification kits ensured a wide variety of designs. So, yeah, there's our basic bitch. Then we have our Black Sun Ace. I think he's new to this one. He's got the Elite Pilot Talent, and he's Pilot Skill 5. All the normal stuff, 23 points. The Cuirass Assault Fighter was developed specifically for the Black Sun Crime Syndicate, whose highly paid ace pilots demanded a nimble, powerful ship to match their skills. Needy. Needy. So, Captain Jasro. So, he's got a real cool, like, sort of desert camo kind of going on there. I like that. So he's got the same stuff. He's 24 points with the Elite Pilot Talent. He's Pilot Skill 4. He's actually under the Black Sun Ace. Kind of the the TIE Aggressor type of situation here. So 20. Whoa, 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 whoa. So what's his ability that makes him more but less? Once per round, after an enemy ship that is not defending against an attack suffers damage or critical damage, you may perform an attack against that ship. What? 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 Oh. Okay. So... So, like, you put Captain Josero in, like, a bond list with Captain Nim? And they take damage or critical damage, and then you can make an extra attack? Ooh. Ooh. That's interesting. I like this guy. Or the new harpoon missile, which we'll get to in a bit. Oh, come on. Or these guys have missiles too, so you could even shoot like an assault missile and then hit one dude for like lots of damage and then turn that around into basically an attack against somebody else because of the one damage they take. I like this guy. I like him. So Victor Hell seems interesting. He's 25 points. After defending, if you do not roll exactly 2 defense dice, the attacker receives 1 stress token. So this is kind of a weird pilot talent, because I mean, you'd have to be at either range 3 or obstructed, or you take stealth device, which stealth device would be really good, but he's still only at the 2. So if they hit, well, it's gone then. I mean, they'd still take the stress token, but that would be a one-time thing, unfortunately. I don't know how I feel about that, Victor. Hey, Victor. Okay. Well, he's interesting. I think I like Captain Josero much better. He's just kind of head and shoulders above him, huh? Okay. Well, that's all those things. Well, that's all the pilots. So let's move on to the upgrades. So, right off the bat, huh? Okay, yeah, sure. Harpoon missiles. These were spoiled just before Gen Con. 4 attack dice, 2 to 3 range. Discard this card to perform this attack. Not the target lock. There's a lot of those happening nowadays. If the attack hits, after this attack resolves, assign the harpoon condition. So you still get the 4 damage or so. What does harpoon do? This is what harpoon do. Harpooned! If you are hit by an attack, if there is at least 1 uncancelled crit result, each other ship suffers 1 damage, then discard this card and receive 1 face down damage card. So oh, ew. When you are destroyed, each ship at range 1 suffers 1 damage. So, ooh, harpooned with Captain Josero? Oh, I'm kind of loving that guy more and more. Action. Discard this card, then roll 1 attack die. On a hit or a crit result, suffer 1 damage. Okay. So, after you get them with harpooned, you need to get a crit result for the extra damage to go through on everything around them. Or they can do an action to discard it and then maybe suffer damage. Interesting. It's only 4 points, which is kind of great, and I got 2 of them. Or, better representation, 2 of them. And then the other Harpoon condition card. Ion Dischargers. It's an illicit for 2 points. Move it closer, closer, closer. Too close! Maybe. Hey, camera. Hey, Squidward. Hey, Squidward. Hey, Squidward. Okay. So, Ion Dischargers. After you receive an Ion token, you may choose one enemy ship at range 1. If you do, remove that Ion token. Then treat the ship you choose at... and then that ship may choose to receive 1 Ion token. If it does, discard this card. So... Okay. Okay, so if they don't take it, you get to keep this card and continually, basically, wave off Ion tokens until they decide to take it. But they may not want to do a 1 forward, like, ever, because it's a white 1 forward. Okay, that's pretty interesting, and it goes kind of well with Pulse Ray Shields. So, Rebel and Scum only, which is a little bit weird. During the end phase, you may receive 1 Ion token to recover 1 shield up to your shield value. You cannot equip this card if your shield value is 1. Oh, you can only equip this card if your shield value is 1. So 2 points. It's a regen that's much better than, like, Gonk for Scum. It's... I mean, it could be good. You put Ion Dischargers on it, and it kind of makes people have to think, well, do we want him to regen health? Well, regen the shield? Or get rid of it? I don't know. Oh, it comes with 2. So... Oh, hey, you know that stealth device thing I was talking about earlier? Well, here it is. Stealth device. You probably know what this does, but it's a modification. Increase your agility by 1. If you are hit by an attack, discard this card. So, yeah, not entirely the best thing, but it could be good. Stealth device on this could be really good. 4 agility for a while at least. Vector thrusters. Your action bar gains the barrel roll icon. Small ship only. Modification. 2 points. Alright, so now we get to the titles. And titles these are. So, the Star Viper Mark II. Star Viper only. Title. You may equip up to 2 different title upgrades, which we'll get to in a minute. When performing a barrel roll action, you must use the 1 bank template instead of the 1 forward template. And it actually is a -3 cost. So we were talking about how, like, earlier these Black Sun, oh no, that's Dollar. These Black Sun Assassins were 28 points. Oh, you guys can't really see it from there. We were talking about how these guys were 28 points. Well, 28 minus 3, they're now only 25 points. So you could field 4 of these guys out there, which could be a lot of fun, because now all of them have to do this strange barrel roll maneuver, to where instead of, like, the one here and then you move, like, barrel roll into that or something, now you have this curve to it to where you can, like, barrel roll like this or barrel roll here. So it changes up your angles, like, entirely, which I really love the idea. And then, like, with Delon, what he can do, I think it's with, if you put advanced sensors on him, because you do become stressed whenever you do the Talon roll. So, like, you could do a bank here, turn it around, and then barrel roll backwards so that you're like here. Oh, you'd line back up with like there, or there. Yeah, yes, maybe. Yeah, you get here, and then you barrel roll backwards to where you'd be here, about, and you've basically done like a 2K turn. You've basically done like a 2K turn with the barrel roll, or you could do something crazy like, do they have the hard 3? They don't have a hard 3, but you could like 3, where you come all the way, like, or no, you'd have to like barrel roll this way, then you could like hard 3 Talon roll into here, so you basically do like bigger sloops. I don't know. I'd have to play around with the templates because I don't really have any representation of movement with these, but we do get 2 of these. So my my regular Star Viper can do this nonsense, and then maybe eventually the 4th one to do just 4 Star Vipers that can barrel roll nonsense. Maybe. They do have 3 attack and 3 agility. I don't know. Well, we'll have to think about it. But I think maybe the big winner outside of like 3. Sorry. Thank you. But I do think like the big winner of this expansion is actually the Kiraz. While I think the Star Viper will be a lot of fun to fly and play with, I think the Kiraz is about to take the win here with the Voxai title. Now it is a generic title, kind of like the Heavy Sick and maybe there we go. So the Voxai title. Oh, that's the Captain. What's his name? Jorsoro? Whatever. The squad point cost of each of your equipped upgrades is reduced by 1 to a minimum of 0. And you may equip up to 3 different modification upgrades. So, if we do, we'll say the good cap. So, we equipped him. He's got the EBT, the Elite Pilot Talent, the Missiles, and the Illicit. So what we can do is we could put maybe like, I will say the new Harpoon missile onto him. So instead of 4 points, that's now 3 points. Then we can get the, we'll just use stuff that I have out right now. So the ion dischargers and the pulse ray shields. Well, now each of those have become 1 costs. We have 2 more slots, so hey, why not? May as well give this guy a barrel roll so he has some maneuverability, so that's a 1 point now. And then stealth device becomes 2 points. And we don't even have an EBT, so we'll say push the limit. So that's 3 points now reduced to now reduced to 2. So our title, our Voxai title here, has given us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Works basically like a -6, and we get a lot of versatility with all our different modifications. So for a while we saw like the Royal Guard tie kind of dominate with like Soon Tyrfel with auto thrusters and stealth device, because they were now really fast ships that had 4 agility and could turn blanks into, and could like arc dodge for days, which were really good. These guys now have so many options. Like you could get engine upgrades and auto thrusters onto these guys so that they can they can basically arc dodge if they want, and then maybe even put the vector thrusters on there, because hell, it's only a point now. So they can arc dodge, and you push the limit on most of them. Blackstone Ace, yeah. You can push the limit on them so that they can barrel roll and boost out of arcs and make them really powerful. This does also work really well with the Ace that's in the original Kiraz expansion named Talonbane Cobra, to where like his range bonuses are doubled. So like at range 1 he has 2 extra dice, so he rolls 5, and then at range 3 he's got 4 dice instead. So I think I may have to do some crafting around with some of these Kiraz. Maybe like to make 3 Kiraz ship build. That could be real fun. Yeah. Yeah, that I think I might give Scum a go, because I've mostly gotten them for the models and the upgrades for stuff. But I think with some of these guys, I may give Scum a chance. I'm mostly Rebel and Imperial, but these guys seem like just a bit too much fun to pass up. But we'll see. Maybe I'll do some crazy shenanigans with stuff. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe, all that nonsense. I will more than likely be doing a Wave 12 type of thing, like talking about that, because unfortunately could not make it to the Fantasy Flight seminar. And when I went to the booth, they did not have it yet, so they didn't show the Wave 12 ships in the case yet. But I have looked at them a little bit. I will probably upload something about them within the days. Within like this week, probably. Not entirely sure what days yet or not, because we got school coming up tomorrow. But yeah. So Guns for Hire expansion, I think it could be real. It'll be a real fun expansion, especially with some of this new stuff that's coming out. So yeah, take it easy, guys.